Well, that is not an ideal situation. But luckily, it's pretty easy to clean up. So let me show you how. Obviously, you can clean this up with some rags if you want to, but if there's a lot of oil, if it's a big spill or paint or gasoline or anything like that, the best way to do it really is to use something like this. I am not sponsored by Oil Dry. There's also Speedy Dry, and you could also use just plain old kitty litter for something like this. But there's a little bit of a technique to it, so I'll show you how I like to do it, and hopefully the video helps you out. First, we'll get rid of this and this, and now we just have oil that we need to clean up. It's all the way over here. It's basically all over this entire shelf. So let's clean it up. Just open this up. So this is what it looks like here. You might notice that it looks pretty much like kitty litter. But we're gonna take it and pour it on here. Just do a generous amount. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna absorb all of this. This has other uses, like you can put it on your driveway to make it less slippery. You can put it in the bottom of your trash can so that if something spills in there, it'll soak it up. Or cleaning up spills like this. The instructions say brush it in, but what I like to do is grab a piece of a 2x4, and first I'll spread it out across this whole thing. And you can let this sit for a little while if you want. Let it really soak in, depending on how big the spill is. Since this is kind of a lot, we're going to get rid of this pile, bring it all to where the bulk of the spill is. You can tell that's pretty full of oil. Now I'll take a dustpan and brush, and I can dispose of this. And that makes it a lot easier than cleaning it up with rags. Now I'm going to add some more. Get the rest of this. That should be plenty. Now I'll take the 2x4 and start to kind of grind this in like this. This works really well on, say, concrete. It helps to draw all that oil out. Metal isn't as difficult to clean. Some people like to reuse this stuff, so this you could probably reuse, but I like just getting rid of it. I'll use a brush, get all of this, and I would not suggest using a vacuum to clean this up, just because you don't want oil or whatever it is in your vacuum, especially not gasoline. And just sweep it up and dispose of it. If there's any more spots, you can take some of the dry stuff, brush it around. But I think we got it pretty good. And if you wanted to, you could give it one final wipe for any of the remaining oil. But that did a really good job. So that's obviously not the best looking shelf, but if you had an oil spill on your driveway or something, this will work great for it. You might still end up with a stain, but at least you can get as much of that oil out of there as possible. So if you needed to do something like this, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching.